Mr. Rathi, if I could start off with you first. In the third quarter, you've registered a revenue and PAT growth of 30 and 34% respectively. What are the factors at play that have worked well for you, and what kind of AUM growth have you clocked?
Obviously, I said the growth is linked to the AUM growth, and the larger AUM has come both because we got many new clients added. This year, our client addition is record, almost more than 100 client addition every month. And similarly, also the from the old clients, we have been getting new flow from them, and they're again in our flow. In spite of market being tough, I think our flow has been very good, consistently about 1,000 crores every month. We have been having net new inflow coming in. And that is possible only because obviously people have been happy with our performance. And that is, these factors have added getting new clients as well as getting more money from the existing clients have helped us to increase the AUM and increase obviously the profitability and the revenue.
Right. Rakesh, if I could get you in here, tell us about the AUM growth and where is the growth largely coming in from, if you have any target or range going forward.
I think that FY23, we've already given the guidance that it should get to about 40,000 crores in AUM. And to my mind, there is an inherent potential in this business to grow 20-25% every year. And the reason for that is that you have about, if clients' portfolios are positioned to get 12 to 14% return, there's an automatic growth in the AUM by 12 to 14%. Yeah. The second part is that, as Mr. Rathi indicated, that new clients bring in new money and existing clients bring in new money. The last point on this is that our capacity, we are adding capacity in terms of new RMs and so on and so forth. So combination of all this leading to a 20-25% growth in this business for a reasonably long period of time is, I think, par for the course.
So Rakesh, on new client additions and net flows, they've been strong. Can you give us a little bit more perspective into what the outlook is in terms of the trend?
New client additions is a combination of good references given by existing clients, as well as with the brand now getting well known in the marketplace, and especially so post-IPO. There is obviously a lot of curiosity in people to get to know as to what all happens in this company, and therefore combination of all that, the momentum that we hope to achieve in new client acquisition is likely to again continue. See, we are scratching the surface in the sense that we are talking of 8,000 clients that we have in in a pool which has 7 lakh potential clients. So therefore, to get 20-25% growth even in acquisitions is not a big target to have.
And add to that, as you have seen, post IPO, the branding has obviously gone good, and also in terms of performance, as you have seen, ours is one of the best performing IPOs. We had issued at 550 today. I think today's price somewhere was around 750 plus, giving almost 35% return. So I think now, as the brand perception also improves, as the performance of our existing clients are very good, particularly in the difficult times. I think when markets don't do well and still if our performance is good, obviously we get better support from existing clients, and also, as Rakesh said, many more references from them.
Right. And, Rathi ji, at the current juncture, how are you assessing the market sentiment? Does the short to mid-term outlook for Indian equities look promising?
You see, I think clients' perception always is quite dependent on the sentiments at a given point of time. And obviously, right now, because of the global scenario, many people are, obviously having very, very negative sentiments at the moment. But that's where our job actually comes in as advisor, how we can distinguish what's happening globally and what is happening in India. And I think this is perhaps for the first time when there is so much of divergence between what is happening all over the world, particularly in the developed countries, and what's happening in India. We are the best performing economy in the world and likely to be so for many years to come. So I think we always, and that's where I think we talk to them in very, very specific terms that what are the opportunities there in India, how is the growth likely to come. So I think by and large, people, when they are properly explained with facts and figures and data, which is what we believe in, not by impressions. So that's where I think we are able to convince our customers. And that's the reason that in spite of last one tough year, our growth in, the mutual fund contribution has been better than what the industry has done.
Right. Rakesh, how is 2023 going to be different from the previous year? And where do you think the year is headed?
My mind, I think 2022 saw a lot of adversity in terms from basically two factors. One is inflation and the other is the Russian-Ukraine situation. There are clear indicators that 2023, the inflation will not be will be much cooler. And in India will be within the range that we expect it to be, or the RBI expects it to be. And also in the Western world, cooler than what it was in the previous year. So which means that the negatives attached to that factor will be lower as compared to this year, and therefore should be positive for the market. As far as Russia-Ukraine is concerned, I think that nobody can really say when will this whole thing stop. But I suppose fatigue is likely to set in, and the intensity is not likely to be as high as has been. And also the world would have worked around various solutions around it. And that again will mean that 2023 is likely to be better than 2022. So we are very optimistic on 2023.